friends, welcome to Nessa's Nook. So today we are going to attempt in the 12-quart digital Presto canner. I see that it only has a pressure can and a water bath thing, but I think we can still pressure cook the potatoes. Yesterday in a video I had picked up 50 pounds of Yukon Golds for 20 bucks. And what I wanted to start to do is, because Mark, we can tell everybody the good news now, Mark is going to hang up his truck driving hat after 35 and a half years. He is now becoming on November 13th?
November 13th.
November 13th, he's going to be a safety supervisor, which he is a very stickler on safety, so this should be really good for him. And it gets him out of driving, so that's even better. So what's going to come along with that is, because I want to use up all these potatoes as quickly as possible, I'll be making videos that's going to show me making his lunches, because he'll be using the little Hot Logic Mini, and I'll go back to doing lunches like I used to. And then instead of using instant potatoes, we can pre-cook the potatoes, put them in the food saver bags, and then warm those up when it's time to have potatoes instead of having to use instant potatoes. So this way I can go through them without ruining them. Even though they were a good price, there's no reason for the food to go bad. So Mark is going to try to help me here. This is only the second time I've ever used this Presto canner. I'm used to my stovetop ones, which you'll see in a different video. But we don't know what we're doing, so this could be completely wrong. But I wanted to use the 12 quart, and we'll bring it down here. Mark's over here with me. So, okay, now you can say hi, honey.
They saw me.
Okay. Alright, so anyways, this is a little bit different than obviously the stove one. But this is on pressure can, and I wanted to actually cook these for 30 minutes. So Mark will put on the lid here, because like I said, we've only used this 2 times now. And you have with your locked here, I don't know if you can see that here where you turn that and it goes underneath this little latch in here. So that way, and you have to make sure if you're, oh, you gotta take that off.
Yep. So it's up to pressure.
Yeah. So we have to take it off till it's off to pressure, and then we put this on like you would a stovetop one. And then Mark will explain to you down here.
Well, I think I remember how to do this anyway.
We could be doing this all wrong.
You set it to pressure can, set your minutes.
Yep.
Alright.
We're not doing in jars.
And you hold that in.
Okay,
that's all there is to it, and you hit start.
Alright, so what's going to happen is this is going to start to steam and everything. This is going to cook the potatoes, and then what's going to happen is once these are somewhat a little bit cool but not so cool, I will be taking off all the skins, and then we'll be putting them actually in the KitchenAid stand mixer to actually mash these up and put those in those food saver bags. So we'll be back. Okay, so I got the potatoes cooked, and I'm wearing these gloves because these potatoes are still somewhat hot. And I don't want to peel them. That's why I only just wash them. And what I'll be doing is taking off as much of the peel as possible, and I'm going to go ahead and put them in my KitchenAid bowl, so then I'll mash them from here. When I get done with this, I'll be back and I'll show you what's going on. We got pretty much a bunch in here right now, and because of my pull-up KitchenAid, you can't put a lot in there and expect it to still, you know, get this in here and everything like that. So I have that in there. Mark's still peeling more of the potatoes, and I don't really know if it's probably a lot less time, honestly, to pre-peel them. I was just being lazy today, so don't do it this way. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in a little bit of milk, and I got at least a half a stick of butter here. I'm going to go ahead and get this mixed up a little bit. here. So this, my friends, is my first batch. I'll go ahead and get these up. Do you want that less lumpy, or is that fine?
Should be a little bit less lumpy.
Okay, well, I'll make it a little bit less lumpy for Mark. And we'll get this done up into some freezer bags. I'll show you that next step. Alright, so the potatoes are done. And what I like to do with the potatoes is I put enough for like Mark and I. If I have company, I can always take out a second one. But what I like to do is to take my food saver bags, and you're going to see actually a review on these out of air ones. They work very, very nice. I like them. So the thing is, what I do is you can't suck all the air out like normal because these are plastic and they will break. So what I do is I push this down enough to get the air out and keep, this to be free from being freezer burn. When you start to see the food kind of like smash up on the side, that's when I stop. That's going to be enough to keep like all the freezer stuff out of there, so it's going to be looking like this when it's done. This one just got done here, and as you can see, it seals really nice. All I have to do is put the date on here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these potatoes, and I'll tell you how many I end up getting from this container. Alrighty, so anyways, I ended up getting 10 of these packages. So I'm going to go ahead and put today's date on here and what this is, even though I know what it is, potatoes, but that way if anybody goes to the refrigerator, they know, or freezer, they know what it is. So that's just a small dent in those potatoes that I bought. But this will be really good. Now, if we find that this is not enough, I can add just a little bit of instant potatoes to this. I can add more milk, I can add more butter, I can add my salt and pepper. I can add anything to it when it's time to go ahead and cook this. It's usually just easy if you just take it out like how you would thaw out your meat or whatever. And this just thaws very, very nicely. You would think that it would taste maybe freezery. I don't think it does. Mark doesn't think it does. I think anybody who's ate it didn't even know. So to me, that's a good thing. And then of course, I don't have to break out and peel my potatoes each time. Now Mark did cut them in half, and he kind of just grabbed them with his fingers, and he did it that way. He just went a lot faster. I think I'm just tired. I put out quite a few videos today, and I'm just really, really tired. So, you can pre-cook, pre-peel them, or not peel them, or do like what I did. I was just seeing if that would actually work for this particular thing, and it did. But I just wanted to, try it and see, and so I could show you guys how this works. And because Mark is going back to work at a job that he can eat hot lunch, I will be using these same containers. And I don't like plastic, but there's not enough room for the glass unless I put his salmon dinners in the glass. But I'll be making some homemade freezer meals from that too, so you want to look for those videos coming up, and then that way you can maybe get some ideas, because obviously some of these potatoes like this, I'll be doing another big batch once I'm making up a few of his meals, because I usually make about 15-20 meals. So I'll be doing another batch of potatoes for that, so I can put the potatoes in each meal, and then I'll do the same thing and vacuum seal them, mark what they are, and he just grabs whatever he wants that day for lunch. So it works out very well. This does keep the stuff from being freezer burnt for a very, very long time. And yeah, so I hope this helped give you a different idea of how to do some potatoes. And thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you have a very blessed and wonderful day.